Hey everybody, it's Holly from the Urban Homesteader, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some egg oddities that I have been encountering in the last, I would say, maybe month or two. The reason that this topic is being brought up is because simply I was getting ready to run into town to run some errands, and one of those errands was to deliver some eggs for some of my very loyal customers. So as I was putting their orders together, I was picking through the eggs and just getting them ready, packaging them, and I realized that, my goodness, I have sometimes some really random things that happens out there in the nesting boxes. So I kind of just wanted to share them with you. First thing that we're going to talk about is color, then we're going to try to talk about shape, and then we're going to talk about size. So I have a wide variety of randomness right here in this egg carton, or we're going to just go through it. So first thing I want to talk about is color. So when you guys go to the grocery store and you're buying a dozen eggs, you're generally going to pick a white or a brown, and that is pretty much all that they offer at the grocery store. It doesn't matter which one you choose, the egg always tastes the same. And so you can see here I've got a little bit of a variety of color. Mine generally are pretty much just brown eggs. I do have one girl who lays a white, and I've got one girl who lays a very, very pale blue, almost looks like a real light gray. But generally they range from dark brown to light brown. So the color of the egg is determined by the breed of chicken. And the ones that you're seeing at the grocery store, those chickens are used because they can mass produce lots and lots of eggs throughout the year. So my girls are well past their prime. Generally, a chicken just lays eggs, religiously for about 2 years. And it takes about 25 hours for the egg to go through and before it starts another one. But my girls they're older, and I don't even really know who's laying. I do know one of them who lays the white egg because she's the only one that I have that lays a white egg. But other than that, I have no idea who's laying what. I'd have to put a camera out there in order to see who's doing that. But anyway, we're going to talk about color here, and I wanted to show you this odd one. So I know that this was laid by one of the Julias, so they're a black copper Moran, and they lay this real dark egg. But when you turn this over, I had this weird bullseye on this egg, and there's also some calcium deposits, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But this is weird. It's very odd, very random, but I also wanted to share with you that it's totally okay. It's just a different pigment, and it's not going to affect what's on the inside of the shell. I was telling Pat that I believe that her toner ran out. I mean, I just don't know. I have never seen this in my backyard anyway, of this happening, but kind of fun, and just wanted to share with you that I'm not concerned about it. Will I be giving it as part of the order to fulfill for my buyers? Yeah. And if they have questions, they'll shoot me a text and ask me about it. But I think it's kind of fun to get something like this and just to kind of see what else you can get out in your backyard. So then we're going to talk about shape. I'm going to use this one as a reference because this egg is generally just a normal, I'll say normal, sized egg shape. Then I get these, and again, I don't know who's laying this one, but I get quite a few of these, and I call these torpedo eggs. They're very skinny and very long, and sometimes I'll also get eggs that are so much like, almost just like a little ball. I can't tell the pointy end, like for real. It's just bizarre. But again, what's on the inside is still an egg, and it's totally edible and nothing to be concerned about at all. So kind of going over that, I also wanted to talk a little bit about these calcium deposits. I actually have 4 eggs in this little pack here that has quite a bit of calcium deposit, and that is also not anything to worry about. It just kind of looks like these little extra bumps that are on the shell. And what happens is, as the egg is going through the chicken, at the very end of the cycle, the chicken just has extra calcium to deposit, and it blops it on there, and it comes out and it's stuck on the shell. Not a big deal, nothing to worry about. So just wanted to share that with you. You guys have also probably seen that I get a fair amount of double yolkers. That's also just kind of another glitch in the system where they just produce an extra yolk. Not a big deal. In fact, it's kind of a treat. This one, I believe, is a double yoker. I'm not going to be cracking it. I'm going to be fulfilling that, using this as part of the order fulfillment. And what a treat for the next person who's going to be getting this in their carton. So that'll be kind of fun. But again, to show you the size difference, like here's that double yoker, regular size. But then once in a while, and this happened like maybe a month ago, I got 3 of these actually, these little tiny fairy eggs. So this is a double yoker, and this is a little fairy egg. very light. This one, I think, doesn't have anything in it, but we're gonna crack it open and find out. And then I got this one. So these two, and these two are pretty similar. I have no idea if the same chicken laid these or not. I have no idea. And then I even got this one, this little one. Super tiny. So these fairy eggs, kind of another glitch in the system, but they are edible. If you want, you can certainly eat them. There's nothing wrong with them. We're gonna crack them open to see what's in there. Generally, you're gonna only find just the egg white. I don't know, sometimes you'll get a yolk in there. We'll see what happens. But this is also kind of this is like a glitch that happens with young layers and older layers. So when they're younger, their reproductive system isn't quite ready. And they're kind of just trying to figure things out. So this is what'll happen. It's just early stages of them trying to figure out how to lay an egg. Now, when the girls get older, like mine, kind of the same thing. Like they're getting out of the egg laying system. They generally only lay eggs for about 2 years. My girls are much older than that already. They don't completely quit laying, but sometimes you'll get an odd one in there like that. So kind of fun. So I would imagine that's what's happening. I like to refer to that as henopause. And I think that resonates with people, that they kind of understand it a little bit better. So that's it. I just wanted to share this with you because I wanted you to know that what's on the outside of the egg doesn't matter. It's kind of like humans. It really just matters what's on the inside. And I want you to remember that. Also, you know, if you're buying from local egg dealers in your neighborhood, your friends or whatever, these eggs are totally okay. And you shouldn't be afraid of it. It's just part of nature. You're just not seeing this in the grocery store because people don't understand. So that's why I'm here to tell you. So I think for the conclusion of this video, I'd really like to crack these eggs open, these little ones. And I'm sure you guys are wondering also what's in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, you guys have the prime view here. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with these two. I'm going to do this one because it seems like there's something in there. I'm not totally sure. It's just got a little bit more weight to it. So generally too, these fairy eggs have a harder shell because there is less space for the chicken to cover with the calcium. So if that makes any sense, but anyway, they're generally harder. Let's see. Oh, so this one's super weird. It's like solid. I would not be eating that one. Again, no idea why that happened. News to me. Let's try this one. This one feels pretty empty. Yeah. It could be that these are just old because I've had these on the counter for a while. Okay, you guys ready for this one? This tiny little one? This is no bigger than a marble. Gosh, it's cute. Yep, and as I thought, totally empty. Now you know. Well, you guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed my little egg oddity tutorial. This was a little disappointing about the fairy eggs, and I honestly just believe that it's because I've had these eggs sitting literally on my kitchen table for a while, not really knowing what to do with them. So I think that they were just old. But it kind of shows you, you know, weird things can happen and it's okay. This doesn't mean by any means that the chickens are unhealthy. They are totally fine and actually living their best lives. So enjoy your eggs, you guys, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and hit that little bell too. That'll give you a notification the next time that I post a video. So we'll see you soon.